Hello everybody, this is Far Away, coming back for our next episode in the behind the scenes series that we're doing here. On the previous episode, kind of did an introductory walkthrough of the process that I have. And on this this video here, kind of want to go through the editing that I do with the separate audio track of my voice, and then the actual editing of the video itself, and merging both the audio track and the video as well. Unfortunately, I haven't quite figured out how I can show and play sounds in Audacity while I'm also recording it. So I won't be able to really go through those steps necessarily, but I'm still going to show you the editing that I do, the effects or the filters that I use in Audacity, and then we'll go into lightworks, where I do the actual editing of the video and the audio together. So typically with the effects that I use, first I'll do noise removal. If you're unfamiliar with this, I highly recommend looking up a tutorial on how to do that. It's very simple. What you'll do is you'll edit, or you'll select a portion of the audio that you're not talking, as in some silence here. You would select that, and then you would get your noise profile from that, and then you would actually go back into noise removal, remove the noise. Once I do that, I then go to normalize, and then I normalize the audio. That's going to take a lot of the peaks that you're seeing, like right here. It's going to take those out, and it's going to bring your peaks down, your valleys up, and it's going to give you a little bit more of a normalized pitch when you're talking. Once I do that, I go to compressor, and what that does is compresses the waveform down. Then I go to equalization, do a bass boost. I do have a kind of a bassier voice as it is, but I kind of want to just give it a little bit of punch. So once I do that, then I go back to normalize again. And usually with like a 20-minute video, that takes about 30 to 45 seconds a piece. The normalize is the quickest one, it usually takes about 15 seconds. Once I do that, then I will save that to my work in process file. Here I've got the behind the scenes episode 1, so the last one I just did. And then what I'll do is I'll go into Lightworks and load that up. And I'm going to go ahead and delete the last one, and we'll just redo it again. So I go in and just give it a test name. You know, it's not important that I name it. And then what I do is I grab the imports here. So the original episode is this 30 frames per second here, and I'll input that. Go back to importing, and then I grab the episode wave. So here I can actually play it back, so I will when I get that into the video. So then I just drag this down, and then I deselect all the channels, and I want to add a new track, and it wants to be audio is what we need to do. Add that in. With that selected, I then drag in the sound. Now with Lightworks, wherever your cursor is, when you zoom in, that's where it's going to zoom to. So I'm going to zoom in as far as I can to where I can see my mark that I do. So if I play these, you'll see that they're off sync. Mark. So what I need to do is I need to resync these. So first I go to the audio of just my video, or just my voice, put it at the beginning of the mark, do an N. Select the video now with the audio track, and go in there. And then I select all of them. And now if you hold down the Shift key and you go all the way to the left of your timetable here, you'll notice there's like a C next to your cursor. That's going to disconnect all the channels, so then you can align everything. And you right click and go to align marks. Now you'll see I'm synced, and I'm probably not perfectly synced. Let's play it and see. Mark. Close calls or hand grenades and what have you. So let's go back to the beginning. So I go all the way back to the beginning, and I do an N, and then I come to where my actual audio starts, and I do an out, and then delete, and that gets rid of all that pre-stuff. I go all the way back to the end of the video, and this is my ending of the video. Thanks so much. And then I do an end there, and just go all the way to the end, and out, delete. So once I do all that, that's literally how fast it is to do the editing. There has been a few times where audio has been an issue that I've had to resync or something along those lines, but it's really, really easy to fix. Especially where you can kind of hear me clicking around. I don't know if I do that much on this. Editing this episode, and I'll kind of walk. No, I can't pick up a click there. So, and then what I do is you just go here to the output or export, and I just export straight to the folder that I'm inputting into. It automatically defaults to YouTube for me. Hit start, and it starts to do the export. So I already did that, so I'm going to go ahead and close out of here. And then this is what the finished product looks like. Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Far Away, and do a video. So it's just very clean. We'll come back to that. So when very clean, very polished. You'll notice the size, even for a 9-minute video, is 146 megabytes. So what I do is I then turn that around and run that through Handbrake. So if you'll see here, you know, that's probably one of my actual episodes. The actual edit itself is, you know, actually I take it back. I did not Handbrake this. I could. And typically when you do the Handbrake really does cut down on the size. I don't know if doing Handbrake while I'm recording would really screw with anything. So, and that's really it. That gets me my output file, and then what I do then is I then turn around and I upload it to YouTube. So where am I at time-wise? Right around 7 minutes. Not a really long episode on this one, but I hope that kind of explains things on how I actually put together the audio and the video, and sync up the audio to the video. So I'm going to leave this episode here. On the next episode, I want to show how I upload it to YouTube, and then how I use text templates to kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Expedite the process, I guess would be what I would want to say. So I'm not having to type up the keywords, the body of the video, you know, what have you. I can really just focus on having a unique body, but still have, for instance, you know, my Twitter and Facebook page, and, you know, the please like, subscribe, you know, those things I don't have to retype. So I'll go through that on the next episode. So I really appreciate you tuning in, and I hope that you find this informative. And as always, if you have any suggestions, any questions, any comments, please remember to leave it in the below in the comment section. And if you are at all interested in my actual Let's Play videos, please remember to subscribe, and stay tuned for any of the new Let's Play episodes that come out. So thank you very much for your time, and I hope to see you on the next video.